Ba-la-ba-la-boom. Bam bam. Ba-la-bam. Bam bam. Pew pew. Pew pew. Dum dum. Dum dum. Dum-ba-da-da-dum. Dum dum. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Something like that. Come on now. Good evening to everybody. Good morning to my number one, Zelly B. Good morning to you, and how are you this Thursday morning? Do you have your coffee ready? Do you have your mind set on Thursday's trading day? Are you ready for some action and some passion? Phil Haynes, good evening. How is everything with you, good sir? How are you holding up? Let me just switch here in just a moment. Just trying to log in to my Thinkorswim. Take the time to settle down here, load this up, and talk about the usual tickers here. And if you have anything, any other tickers to discuss, we can talk about a few, but we're gonna try to keep it a little bit limited. All right. I'm also thinking of trying to shorten the stream a little bit, but I'm also thinking about later on in the future to do some live streams on our Discord server. Feel me? So based on that, we need to figure something out, and hopefully we can be able to, discuss certain tickers on Discord, but stick with the usual and some on our YouTube stream. So, how's everything, Mark? Let's actually start it off with that ticker symbol that you mentioned, called TIRX. And of course, before I get started, let me just say that anything being said in this stream and our chat is just strictly in our opinion. This is not financial advice, and this is only educational and entertainment purposes only. Beautiful day indeed, and well, except for where I am, it was beautiful, and then it rained, and it's gonna rain all until tomorrow. So, not too excited about it, but I hope that everyone here has had a beautiful day today and has had some good trades. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So let's just get started with this. Wow, what? No way. I was just looking at TIRX. Alright, let's get this transitioning right now. And let's talk about it right now. Okay? I gotta go in and go on YouTube on my phone so I could be able to see you guys chatting on there. Give me 1 second. I'm watching if possible. You already know what to do. Share the stream if you can. Show some love. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe for more entertainment from yours truly, Lion of all trades. Welcome in. All right. Spring has started. The weather's getting better. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to better things this year. I'm wishing for everyone the same. So now we're here. And we're here to talk about TIRX. This is a ticker that Mark R, who's on chat, say hi to Mark. And so he brought this to my attention earlier today. And so it was running in the after hours. So you said it ran 162% in the after hours today, which is quite an explosive ride for TIRX. Tian Li Xiang. I don't know how to say that, but it's of course a Chinese stock. And it seems like it's been a common theme for Chinese stocks to explode, especially these little micro cap stocks randomly popping out of nowhere that I don't even have any knowledge about. But Mark has been delivering the goods and showing me these tickers, so I appreciate you for that, and seeing that you are being successful in swinging these plays. So you got 2,000 at 68 cents, sold half at a 145 run. That to me is one successful swing. A great trading day. Congratulations, my friend. Now, in terms of news, recently they did have a non-compliance notice from NASDAQ. It says here that it had been notified that it's not in compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements for failure to timely file its annual report on Form 20F for the fiscal year ending October 31st, 2023 with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Under NASDAQ rules, the Chinese insurance brokerage has until May 20th of this year to submit a plan to regain compliance. If its plan is accepted, NASDAQ can grant an extension until September 10 to regain its compliance. You heard? So, not sure if there was anything that was released as of today as to why this stock reacted the way it did. Maybe they maybe they found a way to, I want to say, hmm, maybe they filed it already. Who knows? Because it's usually the case. I mean, if that's the news, and then they were able to file that Form 20F, and they get granted that extension, and that's good for TIRX. This thing was at 48 cents on the close today, and it ran all the way up to a high of $1.90 in the after hours. And then I did a little bit of some TA, hypothetical TA, and drew a potential level of support, resistance, another level of support down here, just to get a good idea. And it actually held right around the $1.15 area, $1.10, and established that bottom here as support, where it indeed consolidated and had ourselves another breakout, potentially to break that resistance above 150. But for now, it's how do you say it? Kind of lost its momentum for now, volume too as well. So it's holding on. Can't really say if it's going to be able to stay up for a bit. If I look at the MACD right now, you can see it attempted to break out right here, but then it pulled back again, and it's crossed below the yellow line. So if that continues, then of course we would see more selling pressure, more profit taking. You already know how that is. When you see pumps like this, you can assume that it's a temporary P&D until it establishes a bottom and then goes for another run. So if we can create two scenarios here, I would say that this, since it created a bottom here, maybe we can create another bottom on the same level and do itself like a nice little double bottom, and then right back up. But if that's not the case, and there's more selling pressure and profit taking, then your next bet would be that this falls right into the 200 SMA around 68 to 70 cents, and cool down from here, and then see if it actually can rebound from that level. All right. If we can look at the larger time frames, how it looked like before in the past. Oh, I'm still drawing. Hold on. Can you all hear me by any chance? Is it good? Even though you can hear the background and the TV and all that. Really picked up on volume here for sure. This was at 11.55 million shares. Compared to yesterday's volume, which was 69,000. So that is one heck of a huge by I mean, I don't know who loaded this, but what a whale to just dump a whole bunch of money into this. And God, 11.55 million shares? That's insane. I mean, what do they know? They must know something. But overall, I mean, the history of this stock, this was before I guess trading normally around $2. Let me see. Looks like it's been shorted along the way for a couple of years. Let's look at the 2-week. How did that look like? Eesh. Wow. Let me look at this. This is interesting. This is really interesting. It looks like here. Looks like it's like curling back up. All the pressure is coming back to the upside from here. Let me look at the weekly. Yeah, look at that. It looked like it had an event here prior, back in May 1st of 2023. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Matt, you need to be on here a lot earlier. This is quite interesting, to be honest. This was around $1, and this thing ran up all the way to a high of $7.88. May 1st, 2023. Is there any way to actually look up May of 2023? May 1st of 2023. What happened during this day? Says shares soared 92%, adding to money's advance on this day, May 2nd of 2023. Yeah, there's no news here, which I'm surprised. Yeah, this is actually pretty interesting to see how there was a run back in May 1st of 2023. I don't know what that was about, but it's interesting to see that. I had a little hiccup here too as well. It was trading back at 50 cents and then it went up to about 90 cents. Came back down. And now we find ourselves here at this point, which is really interesting. Let's go to the 4-hour. You can see the massive spike here in the after hours, of course. 1 hour. It's a massive cloud here. And it's actually curling up too. So who knows if this actually has another how do you call it? If it has a means to push another leg up. A tiny float of just 2 million plus. That is considered a micro cap, right? Small cap or micro? Hmm. $45. 45-minute chart, 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart looks like it's bouncing on the RSI too as well. But it looks a little tiny weak. Tiny bit weak here. 15-minute. It would be nice if it could be like a cup and handle or a double bottom and then just try to do another leg up. 5-minute. 5-minute looks a little bearish. Like they can pull back a little bit more. Why does this look like it's actually curling back up? If that's the case, then okay. Float, float, float. Either way, it was a tiny ass float. Now it's been raised by 11 million. Give me 1 second. I always find myself eating during stream. My God. The 30-minute? When you see this well, let me get this out the way. When you see this this long wick here, that's usually a bearish wick. You want the wick to be long from the bottom to the top, and then have a hammer. A candle is a form of a hammer to indicate that there is more pressure to the upside, you know. So, for example, if this thing opened up at 122 and it went up to a high of 150, closed at 127 from a low to 120. Maybe. Oh, Barbara's back. Welcome back, Barbara. Good evening to you. What is the latest on Barbara? What is Barbara doing today? But here's the thing, though. As long as it's not, you know what I notice? So if you can see the grid here, as it's yellow is supposed to be green, but I changed the colors. So you notice. So yellow, I like yellow, so I put it as green to indicate it's bullish. But if this decided to, let me see, open. Wait, what did it do? Okay, so you know what it did? All right. Okay, my bad. So what it did was it opened at 122 and went to a high of 150. Then it dropped all the way to 120 and then it closed at 127 on the way up. So if that's the case, then and if it continued its momentum to the upside, then we would have another chance at this to try to break above 135 and try to break above 150. So that's what this indicates here, in my opinion, for this candle, for the way this is actually moving. You said the hourly. I think the same thing here. There's a specific name for this though. I know it's like, I know it kind of does like one of these things where, hold on, I need to change the color. Maybe I can do like a purple? No. Still like this color. I can just go like this and then up. Damn, I need this to be thick. I think I need to get my my pen. I need to get my Epic pen. I can't do this. For some reason, I don't like the way. Where is it? Here we go. I don't know why, I like using this more. So it's like, well, make it fatter, make it fatter. So something like this. 30-minute and above does look a little bearish, but the lower time frames look better. The 1 minute, I'm pretty sure. Short time, short term. Hold on. Yeah, you see how it's the last candle. It was pushing up, so it's attempting to stay above the 50 SMA. And if it goes above the 7-day SMA, then we have a confirmation that this can literally just start to rebound and try to retest those highs. For sure. If more people, I mean, find out about the stock too, that can be a little bit of an influence, and more volume would probably go in there, in my opinion. But then again, this is all speculation, and it's just not financial advice. But it would be nice to see this break over 150. Actually, no. As a matter of fact, it would be better to see this break over $2. So, by all means, if that can transpire and we have ourselves a little, woo, boy, Mark is gonna be caking if that happens. Not touching a hammer or a saw for a week. Doing great getting stuff done myself. Barbara is just Wonder Woman over there, just doing everything. Just a machine in the house. All right, so let us discuss the next ticker here. Let's go to SXTC, another Chinese stock. Good Lord, Mark. Good Lord. All these Chinese stocks. Interesting. I love it. Well, what is this though? This looks what on earth is this? Look how it just has it just has like hiccups here after hiccup after hiccup. You know, and it's like, how can you catch this? How can you literally catch this and scalp something like this, you know? Fully position, get up. Fully position, get up. Y la Valentine. My name is Hong Lo Wang, because I am Hong Lo. Oh my gosh. It must be a full moon today. Oh my god, what is this? No, this is the monthly. Does this make sense? Is this data wrong or something? Like, what is this? This IPO'd as a $46,700 stock. No, I'm joking. No, that's impossible. That's impossible. There's no way that happened. But it's interesting how I mean, it's because it had a split before, a 1 for 25 split. Looks like a forward split actually. What is this? That's what it looks like. 1 for 25, and the color is yellow. Hmm. It was a runner yesterday, and I saw it go back down to the all-time lows, and I picked some shares up. Okay, so you're waiting for another scalp opportunity, and this is a pharmaceuticals major company in the health technology sector. Um, reverse stock split. Okay, all right. Okay. So so this literally just what spiked up one day and then dropped the same. This thing opened up at $1.14, went to a high of 337, went to a low of 114, and closed at 162. And then today it opened at 130 to go to a high of 139, to a low of 110, and closed at 118. So I don't know if this is just. I mean, I mean, it's. Hmm. I mean, it looks like to me like it's trying to do a little double bottom here. You can see it try to come right back up, and if that's the case, and if it started to come back up, 160 at the 50 SMA would be the next level of resistance. So 160, and then you got 180 around here. Let me look at the smaller time frames. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you know what? So you said you picked it up like right at the bottom. So this was at 118, 130. Thanks to my grandfather back in the day, if you wanted something special, had to work hard for it. And these contractors are out of control nowadays. Yeah, they're a bunch of scammers too. That's why you need extra people to watch what they do. Make sure they actually do a job, a nice job, you know. Make sure they're not leaving anything half-assed just to scam you out of your money. Because contractors will do that. Just like mechanics. They'll tell you they changed their oil filter. All of a sudden, the oil filter is loose. And then when you're riding in the road, it just drops. And then aw, love you long time. Love you long time. Everyone check out Para Siempre, the track on Concrete Jungle City. I'm gonna post this, pin it on my chat, just in case if you want to check it out. Still thinking of working on some new music tracks for my music channel this weekend. So will indeed let you know and keep you posted. Thank you, Zelly, for posting that link. Love you long time. Para siempre. Concrete Jungle City on YouTube. Okay? So, if you pick this up at 110, dude, that was perfect. Oh, 115? That was perfect timing. Literally, you literally got in right here. You got in right here and you caught that bottom. That's beautiful. And then you're like literally in a swing. So yeah, I would say that 160 would have to be the target. The MACD here is actually cooking up pretty good, and it's just turning green if you notice. And it's actually about to cross. It's about to cross over, and if we take a little closer look and zoom this baby all the way in like this, you got yourself a little green bar there. So that could be a little confirmation there of things to heat up. So once you see this and start to come right back up, then you would be in good hands. Moistly, what's up, bro? Welcome back to the stream. I appreciate you seeing you on here. What is going on? Wow, the market was a hellacious seed today. Hellacious indeed. A lot of volatility. Mostly just sinking, and we ended up losing 500 on the SPY for just a little bit until it actually started to bounce right back up. Crazy, and then dropped again. You know, market makers just grabbing liquidity and premiums and pretty much trapping both sides. So it was quite interesting to see, but good thing I took advantage of that a little bit and made some profit out of some SPY puts. NFA. 45-minute chart. 45-minute chart looks good too as well for SXTC, ecstasy, and we have this nice little looking pennant here and a possible breakout if the next candle can actually perform that. And as you can see here too as well, the EMA cloud flipped to the green, bullish, and is turning and is actually trying to expand in the green, creating a bigger green EMA cloud, and potentially seeing this cross over the SMA here on the 45-minute chart at 138, basically 140. So between 135 and 140 would have to be the area of interest for ecstasy to clear and break over and see some nice swing action. 30-minute chart looks to be the same thing too as well. It looks like it already has a nice looking, what would you call that, cup and handle there. I can't really get the the patterns right. I mean, it looks similar to it, could be wrong, but this is pretty much, yeah, looks like what it could actually do. This is weird. Why is the 50-day SMA doing that on the 30-minute? You notice that? Looks like it just bent, like somebody bent it. That is weird. That is so weird. I've never seen that before. Let me look at the 15. Okay. Oh. Nice. Thank you, Mark. Exactly, it will be done right, and I tell that right off the bat. This skirt does not constitute an idiot. Oh my god. Let's see. It could have a. I mean, this is pretty much resistance here. So it had many chances of breaking over this. You have, even including this, you had many wicks here that looked like it tried to retest and break over 135 to 136, except for here it made it to 138. But 140 is still that area of interest to break over. All right. And then let me look at the 5-minute. It's hard to tell because it gets choppy in the after hours and not much volume comes in. But we do see the MACD actually trying to curl right back over, right back up, and it's like this, like that. Let me get one of those, and then see it pick up in price. So yeah, 135, 140, bullish case scenario. Bearish case scenario, I mean the lowest that it could try to go is between 110 and 115 and consolidate from there. So that's just my take on that. It definitely has to break. I mean, this is pretty much bottoming out here. Really look at it from the just zooming out. Yeah, if you zoom out, that's what it looks like. It looks like it just established a bottom here, and now it's just trying to come right back over. The 50 SMA here, it's not that far from actually trying to do a golden cross with 200 SMA. So that would even be a bigger confirmation there for this to start making some moves. So yeah, just watch out for that. Not financial advice. All right. So thank you for sharing, Mark. Of course, those two tickers. Let's actually go and see what's up with GTII. It's made a new day low today, and quite surprisingly, not surprised. Hold on, let me just reset all this. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Much love to all. Big hearts. Gracias. And what are we seeing here? Did it really hit new 52-week lows? 18 cents, 18.11. So we only hit a low, the 52-week low here on 2nd of April. But it seems like it tried again the day after here on the 3rd. And we ended up touching 18 cents again here today from a high, from the last high of, I want to say 25 and a half cents from here. Now counting up there, but from here. And it seems like volume was trying to pick up right back up afterwards, like half of the day, maybe a little bit later than that. It looks like it wants to do a double bottom. If it can actually try to break and go back to 22 cents, that would probably be the potential move for GTII. But the thing is, I gotta also talk about the bearish case scenario, of course, and what is it trying to do from this point? I mean, because it looks pretty bearish I'm not gonna lie. And just in my opinion, 7 day SMA. Candles is completely below it. The EMA cloud is bearish too as well. It's coming down. So it hasn't quite established a bottom here. It looks like there is some more downside potential if the selling does continue. Alright? I would say the most that this can actually do is back to 18 on the dot, or we could be seeing some new day lows tomorrow going into Friday, which would be a shocker, because the last time we've seen lower than 18 cents, that would have to be, no, I'll give you just a second what it is. I mean, it's pretty much when we had the first run up on GTII back in February of 2021, and you could see here it was trading here around 3 cents up to 11 cents, and then it had a huge spike up to 30 cents and dropped back down, consolidated around 9-10 cents. And then we had the first event happen here on February 1st, where you see this go from 9 cents to a high of 86 cents. So this was the last time we seen below 18 cents. So around 2021 February. So it's crazy, right? But fast forward to today's action. Yeah, that could be the case. I don't know, Mark, if you've heard any other type of TA stating that GTII could, dip a little lower. Moistly, I was definitely looking at GOEV earlier today, so I'm gonna go over that too as well after this. I don't know what do you guys think for sure? Like, is there any chance for this to rebound? Where do you see GTII go before this week is over? Because surprisingly, and I don't really like to say this, it looks a little bit bearish. In my opinion, it looks a little bit bearish. The bands here, technically, technical wise, that's what it looks like. And the 50-day SMA looks like it's wanting to just curl a little bit down and create some bearish divergence. And most of the volume has been selling volume, for the past few days, right? So 10 cents could be on the table, but that doesn't mean I'm freaking leaving. You know how cheap that is? Are you kidding me? 10 cents? And then what happened back then when it was 10 cents? Like, maybe that could be the trigger price for, a particular few, theoretically, to jump in with massive amount of money to get this back up and running. Who knows, man? We could speculate this all we want, but the fact that this could potentially happen, I mean, let's look at the 4 minute, the 4 hour. 4 hour. 4 hour looks bearish too as well. Look at that. MACD2 as well. It's crossed below, and it's still coming down a little bit more. RSI is way oversold. Way oversold. But it could continue coming down just a little bit. What about the 1 hour? How's that looking like? Because I swear, so if I look at it on the short term, it starts to change. It starts to become a little bit more established, more bottomed out. And it looks like it wants to try to come back up to retest 20 cents. You see this? Perfect example here. Like it wants to cross over. And this come up right here. RSI to come up. But the bands are just still heavy though. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Let's look at the 45. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, well, this is looking a little different now. So the 45-minute chart for GTII looks way more established and looks like it's actually crossing. Look at that. You have a crossover here in the green. So could it be that it actually pushes back up from here? This might be a potential. So in the 45-minute chart, now this changes everything. What I was saying from before. I mean, long term, the long time frames, it was looking pretty bad. But when you look at it from the short time frames, in my opinion, it's all leaning towards bullish, especially the 45-minute chart. That is crossover. RSI is just about to like bounce over too as well, and you can see the cloud here turning green, about to switch over, which is supposed to be a good thing too. The volume here was completely in the green, so this could be promising for GTII to actually try to come back and try to retest 20 cents tomorrow. 30-minute chart, same thing as well. It's holding up pretty well, and it's on a little uptrend, just like the RSI. It's pretty cool. 15-minute, what do we see? 15-minute also, okay. So it's actually holding up pretty good. It's pretty well, more than I expected. So maybe, just maybe, it doesn't go to those new 52-week lows. I really don't want to see it. I'd rather see this just set off, blow its top off, and you know, make us run. You can see it here. Nice little attempt to actually do the nice push right here and try to break over 20 cents. That is going to be the bullish case scenario for this week before Friday, before the end of Friday. we need to reclaim 20 cents on some type of news. I don't know what exactly. Maybe more heavy buyers. If all the volume that was going to the selling side comes back to the buying side and completely pushes this over, and start to see some action, some real action that everybody's been wanting to see from GTII, that would be great, in my opinion. What do you guys think about that? Because that's my take on it right now. And we could look at GOEV real quick. How many of you guys have known about GOEV? Let me read some comments here. Mark says, in my opinion, the over-the-counter market, the pink sheets, is where companies go die. There is actually one company in particular that we reviewed, but this could change everything too. I don't know if you heard about Fisker, the electric vehicle company. Fisker, they got delisted, and got sent to the pink sheets. There was some word about bankruptcy and all that stuff, but now people are talking about buyouts, and a car company could buy them out, which could be bullish if it happens. But GoEV, just to quickly review this for about a few minutes. Immortal is on stream. What's up, Immortal? And I've noticed you changed your name from Immortal GTII to Immortal. I like Immortal better, because you can make any stock immortal. So what we have here, let's look at the daily real quick. See what's going on here. I see that we have earnings coming up for GOEV on May 13th. All right, that looks to be. I don't know if that's after market hours or before. But let's see. It's like a nice pullback, and then a comeback to go back over $3. It closed in the after hours at 286. Let's see something. Let me just zoom in here quick. See what's going on here. It looks to have crossed over here on the MACD. Got yourself a little nice green bar there as a start. Could always pull back and then hit itself another bottom. RSI, the thing is switching over to the green, so it could have another little bounce here and try to top out here on the RSI. What else is going on here? Switch that. Click over that. Switch that. This reminds me of a nice pennant. Nice pennant here. And then you have one of those breakouts. So it's kind of mimicking that bull pattern, that bull pennant. Let's bring this down and look at the 6 hour real quick. Looks like it attempted to break over this 200 SMA. Here at about $3.10. Rejected, but it's holding between the 200 and the 50-day SMA. The 7-day SMA crossed over the 50, and it's trying to stay above that 7-day. Mark Maddox, welcome back. What's up, y'all? And what's up to all the new viewers? Thank you for joining in. Thank you for stopping by, and show some love if you can. Really appreciate it. Feel free to join in on the chat too as well if you feel like discussing some tickers and discussing about the stocks that I'm reviewing. Welcome in. Let's see. What is this? Barbara got GTII shares for 18.4. My cost average is 22 cents. That is actually pretty good. Well played, Barbara. Also bought some Fngr and ZJYL. Now to sit back and wait. Yep, just let it sit back in your portfolio and wait for either a better opportunity or just wait for things to happen with those stocks. And then you will know, and you will be able to decide based on that, and take advantage of the potential profit, potential gains that you can make. Your options are printing for AMC. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, AMC for 2 days straight on a little run from 245 and change all the way to almost breaking $3. And I think we did break $3 today, and closed that almost 10% in the green. So that's actually really a relief. Definitely a relief. Let's see. Go EV. It just needs to stay above the 200 SMA here on the 4 hour. Try to break over 3 to 320. If you go look at the smaller time frames, let me look quickly at the 1 hour. Okay. Looks like it made a golden cross. The yellow has to maintain that upward trend and see that canoe or Go EV breaks out from there and goes past $3. So that is the area of interest. Bearish case scenario here, because it's kind of looking familiar to a head and shoulders. So we could have that happen and then have this try to retest at the 50-day SMA at around maybe 270 to 280. But if it can actually continue to push up, most likely, because if I'm looking at the MACD correctly on the hourly chart, you can see that it's actually trying to establish a bottom 2 as well. And these 2 bars are light, like baby pink. So momentum is actually gradually coming back up. And also here you can see it on the RSI, with the RSI climbing back over. So that's supposed to confirm that we have a potential move to the upside for Go EV. So it's good for potential scalpers here, or a little nice swing for options traders, in my opinion, not financial advice. But I would say either over, if it could do that, break over 315 and go straight into 350. 350 was the end of this wick, or 349. But I like to round it up to the nearest cent, so 350. And we can just place this here as a level of support. So I'd say around 280, 285. All right. So let's see. Let me just do this real quick. All right. So this is bearish. Here is bull case scenario, bearish case scenario. Not so much of a drop because the MACD is still establishing a bottom. So anything could happen too as well. Just know that the market conditions are not looking as well. I mean, we pretty much, like I said, lost 500 on the SPY. We literally dipped below 500. So that is a big sign. Let's see. Mark R. Let's see, here at work. No, be listening. Oh, enjoy it. Have a good one at work. Stay safe, of course. Never say goodbye, Mark. It's see you later. Peace, love, happiness, health, and wealth to you. So thank you, Mark. Mark R. There's 2 marks. Yes, Matt Y. Moistly. If you can share that on the Discord, that'd be great. Let's look at you got the 45-minute, 30-minute looks good too. Let's look closely on the MACD here for the 30-minute. See that nice potential for this to start crossing over. Looks like this, and then usually the thing is filling up in the green like that. That is your indicator right there. Looks like it definitely wants to push up for sure. Very nice. 7-day pushing up. You can see the EMA cloud, the bearish cloud here, about to eventually switch over, flip to the green, and expand. So that is usually a good sign. It looks something like this. So it looks something like this. So we'll switch over, and then you'll see the green cloud expand in bullish momentum. All right. So keep that in mind. And then if we look at the 15, same thing. 5-minute, a little choppy because less volume, but looks pretty good. But as you can see here too as well, I've noticed that if it continues the trend, you can also see on the 5-minute, if this continues, you would see Go EV on the 50 SMA trend up and create another golden cross to go over the 200-day SMA. So also that would be a potential case scenario. So if that can come to fruition, then all is good on Go EV. Go EV is a go, and we can definitely see the push up to 350 by prediction. My opinion, not financial advice. Let's move on to the next ticker and see. So we can go over Fngr real quick. All right, so what can we say about Fngr as of late? Let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour real quick. I like to start at the longer time frames. And let's see. Let's look at the comments real quick. For those of you that missed the stream and missed the parts, I will be having either myself or Zelly create the timestamps. And if you missed any tickers that I've went over, it's going to be in the description for you guys to click on the time and pretty much go over my hypothetical technical analysis. All right, so don't forget about that. And yeah. Let's see. Parole officer Matt. If the world goes to total caca, I'm going hunting. What are you going hunting for, Mark? Are you going hunting for rabbits? So here's the thing. Here's the update for Fngr. So far, it had what I call this as a healthy pullback, in my opinion, and it actually held up in this pink area, which is supposed to be the area of support, and this fell in between 287 to 290, and it hit a bounce. And what I like to see from here is that the bullish cloud, or the EMA cloud, is actually bouncing off. You see it take a little dive, and now it's climbing right back up, and the 7-day EMA is flat. The next candle has to trade above that to give us another confirmation that this can actually make the next leg up and retest either 345 or 350 and so forth. All right, and based on what's going on with the news, which I can't really get into at the moment, trying to speed this process up and give you guys a better idea of what's to expect for Fngr and these other stocks. I think here, especially on the MACD for the 4-hour chart, we have ourselves the MACD bottoming out and attempting to rebound. So after that gets confirmed, then you will see that push to the upside and trying to retest this level of resistance at 345. All right, everything is starting to switch over. My voice is drying up. Wow. You can tell here on the hourly chart, even better, where the 7-day SMA is bouncing off that level. But we just need to see that 50-day SMA retrack and start to move up alongside with the 7-day SMA and the candles to trade above it too as well. Give or take, I mean, this looks like a little inverse head and shoulders, in my opinion. If you can actually see it, that could be a potential pattern occurring here. Definitely looking to want to bounce for sure. All right, just my opinion. What is going on here? It's duck season. Ryan is just upset he got caught up in the TNR program raid of feral cats. Oh my god. The 15-minute here. 15-minute looks to potentially do a golden cross here. 50-day SMA meeting with the 200 and needs to break over that. Also to give that signal, you got a little buy signal there too as well. Not financial advice. It could mean that it's confirming that move too as well. So that's that for Fngr. Yes, let me take a drink of water. Thank you, Zelly. $15 people in the chat. I appreciate you coming by. I hope everybody's doing well this Wednesday evening. Feel free to show some love, join in on the chat, vibe, and let me know how your day is going, how your night is going. We're here just about to finish discussing Fngr here, charting, and moving on to another tickers that I've been looking at for a while, and that is I'm gonna tell you in just a second. So Fisker. Fisker is supposedly going what? It's a dying EV company apparently. I Barbara, yes. Tomorrow will definitely be better. Just you know, keep your head up high. All right. Just trust the process. There's a lot of things going on in the market, crazy things. All right. That could potentially work in our favor when it comes to these stocks, particular stocks. All right. You have a great night. Sleep well. Eventually see you in the next stream tomorrow. Well, thank you, Barbara. Thank you for stopping by. So reason why I'm looking at Fisker, there was a situation here, and I'm gonna see if I can look at the news here. Let's do a little bit of some research here, and see what happened before. Okay, so this had occurred March 25th. All right. And so here, on March 25th for Fisker, shares to be delisted due to low price. And it says here that the struggling electric vehicle maker Fisker's shares will be delisted due to their low price levels, which may cause the company to default on some of its debt. All right. The company had said in a regulatory filing after the news that the delisting of its Class A common shares would cause an event of default on its convertible notes due 2025. Fisker said the holders of the notes could accelerate their due date and make them immediately payable in full. The listing of shares would also trigger a requirement to offer to buy back certain notes due 2026. Hopefully you guys are following on. Fisker said it did not have the cash to pay back its 2025 and 2026 notes. The company said it expects its shares to be quoted on the OTC pink sheets or another market operated by OTC, or also known as over-the-counter markets group. Fisker said in the filing that listing on the OTC would result in a less liquid market for existing and potential shareholders. So if you're looking at this here, this might not be so bad after all, in my opinion. Because you know why? And this is just me speculating, all right? Just take it with a grain of salt. But if that's the case, then maybe, just maybe, there would probably be another auto company on a lookout to perhaps buy out Fisker at such a low price, or whatever the case is. What are the possibilities, right? So, and this is, and I just noticed this part right here. And it says here that the company on that Monday morning had talks with a large automaker over a potential deal that had collapsed. It had collapsed, but what if it's still on the table? Fisker won't be able to meet a closing condition of $150 million financing commitment it previously entered. And that's what I'm saying, Mark Maddox. Like, not for nothing, but Fisker does have some sexy ass cars, right? And before we look into that, you can see that Fisker, where it was trading at before, was at only 12 cents, before its delistment to the OTC pink sheets, and ended up being in the low of just almost 2 cents a share. Right now it had closed at almost 5 cents, but it was down 44.29%, and it was at a high of almost 10 cents. So this actually had a little bit of a run from around the beginning of April all the way to, I would say, the 16th of April. Wait, the 16th or... Yeah. And then it sold off from there to where it's at right now. So it looks like probably buyers are trying to step in. I'm not too sure. I can't really say much about it. But again, the word goes around to, make you wonder, like, which automaker can possibly have their eyes on Fisker and buy them out and help them out, get them on the right path. Because Fisker, again, like I said, has some very nice looking cars, right? So if you can actually just look at Fisker real quick, you see it right here. There was an article. Wow. This is interesting. If we can go to Reddit real quick. This was 2 months ago. Please let Apple buy Fisker. Interesting. But here, at an article by Fortune.com, March 3rd, Nissan with Fisker, right? Let's see. As for Fisker, its market cap, well, at that time, at that day of March 3rd, it stood at $258 million, down from $4.1 billion in 2021. Last month, it had received a notice from the New York Stock Exchange for non-compliance, as its stock closed at under $1. So you know what happened? It failed and ended up going to the OTC. But it says right here, Reuters, citing unnamed sources, reported that week of March 3rd that the Fisker is in advanced talks with Nissan about a partnership and a financial lifeline. Under the deal, the Japanese automaker would invest $400 million in Fisker's truck platform and build its planned Alaska pickup starting in 2026. And I said here that, quote unquote, the CEO of Fisker, I believe that we have a future, otherwise I wouldn't be here. And I believe we're going to manage to get out of this, I would say, general EV slump that there is out there. So all right, so that's something for you to know about. Again, this could be really interesting. Oh, wait. I just totally forgot. Let's look at the cars. Let's look at the way Fisker EVs look like real quick. All right. Let's look at this one right here. The Fisker Karma. I mean, this is based in Europe over there, but it looks mighty fine. I mean, look at that. It just looks sexy. No, Mark Maddox, please don't. I beg of you. This is a stock channel. I will I will have a naughty channel on Discord if you'd like. And you can talk all the naughty stuff you want to say. I don't know. I don't care, but not on the chat. Please. But and I will make that VIP. So you would have to pay $5 membership just to get into that VIP naughty channel. Okay. Anyways, look at that. Just beautiful design overall, right? Let's look at let's see. The Fisker Ocean. The Fisker Ocean looks, look at that. It's not really bad. Yeah, you know what? Maddie is a total bad influence. All right. I've never seen a man with such bad filter. I mean, like, who does he think he is? Like, coming over here and talking all that dirty stuff about wieners and stuff like that, huh? But yeah, you can see, like, this is not bad. I mean, the person who you know designed these cars for Fisker, I mean, props to him for sure. Let's see. Oh my god, I mean, look at this one. This is a Fisker Ocean electric SUV. I would actually get this car. In my opinion, I would actually get this Fisker Ocean. The design looks badass. Literally modern. I'm not promoting it, I'm just saying, okay? But it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. Fisker Ocean. Beautiful. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I'm letting you know right now, these companies have nothing to lose. I think Fisker deserves an opportunity, for sure. And if that happens, I mean, like, what are we looking at for Fisker? You know, in terms of price. I mean, I don't know. I mean, looking at it from a technical standpoint, I know it doesn't look as good, you know, because, you know, for whatever reason, you know, after it had its little run up, you know, you have, you know, the profit taking and all that. But at some point, I mean, it's gotta rebound. If not, you know, perhaps within you know, next week. I mean, let's look at the RSI here, for example. Let me just zoom this in. And yeah, it's a big, fat, you know, bearish cloud here, but it's pretty much, you know, almost oversold. So at some point, it would theoretically have to establish a bottom, and especially when it comes to the 50-day SMA here, which is at 4 cents or 0.0411. Then we get a bounce from there, and then pick up on volume and what, I mean, who knows what other news can come out of this. I mean, look at this. I mean, do bad reviews kill companies? I mean, shoot. I mean, y'all doing it yourselves. Let's see. There's probably a section here about Fisker. Let's see. Huh. Oh, they're talking about. Oh, here we go. But what has made his humane AI pin review the subject of intense chatter? And is that some social media users believe it could kill the company? The reason, after Brownlee's review of Fisker Inc.'s Ocean SUV, the company is reportedly on the verge of bankruptcy. What was the review? Fisker and Damage Control senior company engineer reportedly offers to personally fix Ocean SUV slammed by a popular YouTuber. He is blowing up social media. Wow. So this guy. Wow. So this YouTuber, Marques Brownlee, who termed the Fisker Ocean SUV as the worst car he has ever reviewed in a video. Either that or somebody paid him off to actually say things like that. Because that can actually happen too. I mean, like, how many people do that and kiss people's ass for money and try to shame certain companies and have people be manipulated into thinking that it's a bad company to just not even invest in. Because that actually could happen. I'm not getting paid. This is not a sponsor for Fisker. I'm not getting paid for this. Okay, I'm just hypothesizing. I'm literally just trying to make sense of these things because, like, man, I mean, there's a lot of messed up people trying to kill some companies here and also take advantage to short it too. I mean, they pretty much did a great job, and this thing is now on the OTC pink sheets, which I say it's kind of not bad in a sense, but you just never know. You just never know if they were intentionally wanting this to go down here for them to maybe pick it up at such a cheap price and on an OTC market too. Who knows? I mean, anything can happen. All right. But anyways, that's my long review for Fisker, or the stock and the way it looks right now. But overall, I mean, could retest 3 cents. It's below the 50 SMA here on the 30-minute. If you look at the 15-minute, also the same thing. So that could be the target here, 3 cents to 3.5. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we have a little death cross. So yeah, either that or we just see if we can test those levels here, resistance. Let's bring it up over here. And I mean, if something were to happen, technically, I mean, like, this could be considered as a low risk, high reward type of play. So it might work out for you, it might not. But of course, this is not financial advice. It's not to be able to tell you to buy or sell, do anything of that matter, because you are your own decision maker of your own money and your investments. So based on what I give out here, you still do your DD, do your own research. Okay. Anyways, moving on from here. Not gonna spend much time. maybe go over AMC and see what the whole hype was about. I like that we see AMC running 2 days straight. This is a nice jump here from yesterday for sure. Give me 1 second. Wait, hold on. What? Was there a message you retracted, Zelly? Interesting. But here, as I'm looking at this, this is actually looking not too bad, in my opinion. AMC, could have potentially found its bottom. And especially if we see the 7-day here, SMA, that was at 279, completely, the candle completely traded over that. The EMA cloud is also rebounding. It's curling up. We're just waiting for this to actually take a shift, twist. Let me see if I can actually draw this a lot better. Maybe have a little switcher up here, and then have this start testing new day highs before this week is over. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Zully had mentioned that the max pain for AMC for the end of this week is $3, and it actually broke $3 today. So to be exact, $3.03 was the high for today for AMC. And the way it's looking right now, it looks like it had rebounded from a low of 282 and hit 303, then closed at 298. So that is a good sign. I'm gonna say it here. I don't know if other YouTubers are kind of stating differently. All right, they might just get something from me and probably reiterate it on their stream. I don't know, but the fact that this is actually happening, it looks really promising for me. In my opinion, it looks promising. $3, it can literally claim that tomorrow, going into pre-market, into market open, and try to retest 315. And see if that volume can continue to pick up. 26 million in volume today, even though yesterday we had a volume of 31, 33. But if we look at the 6 hour real quick, it has they have their tricks. They have their tricks sometimes, and I'm not surprised because, they could make it run to 3, then cause the $3 calls to go into money, and then they could pull it right back, get it out of the money, come back down, and just hold it there until the week is over. Or we can literally just see this as the beginning of a new cycle for AMC to finally start turning back around and seeing the buying pressure, the volume come back in fresh, huge amounts. I don't know what to expect exactly, but it would be really nice to see that. It would be really nice to see that. Now, here's another thing here. As I'm looking at the 4 hour chart, You can see it literally closed above the 50-day SMA. The EMA cloud here is still thick. It's widening. It's bullish. The 7-day SMA is just about to cross right over the 50-day SMA. So that's supposed to be a confirmation of some nice price action tomorrow, for us to actually get that confirmation of AMC to break over $3 to go, potentially over $3.15. This is my speculation here. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. And the 1 hour chart looks to me that there could be the MACD looks a little kinda crossing under, but if that can actually change and then rebound and have a nice bounce back, you also have the 50-day SMA slowly climbing over, while the 200-day SMA is going right across, and we could see maybe around the afternoon hours that golden cross happen, if there's no rejection, of course, and AMC to hold up and then have its little rally. I would love to see that for sure. Let's go to the 30. Well, let's see. The lower I go, honestly, the lower I go, the more I see AMC pull back just a little bit. But even the 45-minute looks to do a golden cross. The 30-minute did it. It did its golden cross already. Just needs to bounce right off the 50-day SMA. The 15-minute is actually holding below the. It was trying to fall below the 50-day SMA. So then you have the 200-day SMA at 270, 272. If bearish, then that would have to be the area of support. But 315 would have to be the area of interest for it to actually pop up and break over as resistance. Okay. And then the 5-minute. The 5-minute looks like a bounce back. So some confusion here for sure, though, because it looks like it's bouncing off the 200-day SMA on the 5-minute. So it looks something like, let's see, bounce right back over, and then try to move back up. Let me just look at the MACD real quick. If you notice here, it has bottomed out a couple of times. And here. This could be the third one. So 1, 2, 3. This turns around and pushes right back up, which could be a perfect scenario for AMC to continue its trend to the upside and make those new day highs. So that is one very bullish case scenario that I would like to see happen for AMC. All right, it has bottomed out already. I feel like it can't go any lower than $2. This could be, in my opinion, the beginning of a new cycle. Simple as that. All right, so have a watch for that. And speaking of AMC, we got GME. What did GME do? GME GME is also bottoming out. For now, it's bottoming out. It did hit a new day low of 995, a new 52-week low of 995, and it's struggling to stay above right now, above 1050. But it would be nice to see also GME follow AMC, and if it continues that trend up, then that would mean that for sure that this would continue to become, you know, pretty much like mano y mano, Dama Louise type stuff, you know, AMC GME going at it together and going up together to create those new highs, new day highs. Let's see. It could do a little level bottom here. $10 being that level of support. The hourly. Yeah, the hourly. That's what it's looking like. Looking like it could retest $10 again for major support. I wonder if the max pain for GME is $10 for this Friday. Looks a little choppy here, a little weak here on the after hours time here. You could see here too as well the 50-day trying to reject the 200 and trying to come right back down just to see that pullback. So a little different for GME compared to AMC and what AMC is doing. So yeah. Before I go, let's just look at DJT. So I've been looking at DJT for a while, especially after its ticker symbol change from TWAC to DJT, Trump Media and Technology Group. After the ticker change, did state that it was sort of like an IPO type thing, and they made their cash, and then everybody started to take profits. Major sell-off here from $80, barely $80. Sell off all the way from there to $26.40 here at a low of $22.55. So imagine that in just a few weeks, in just 2 weeks, from almost $80 to $22.55, and tested the 200 SMA and bounced off, which could be the potential bottom for DJT to start moving back to the upside and start making and breaking those level of resistances. Those areas in pink that you see here, that is the bullish case scenario. And as I drew here earlier too as well, there is a potential, well, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing here, is maybe a head and shoulders. Let's see. Let me just, because sometimes the drawing here for trading view, it's not as fluid as what I thought, so I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so this is how it would look like. You got, hold on. So it'd be something like maybe here. 1, 2, 3. And if that's the case, and it follows this trend, um, we're looking to see DJT break over $30 before this. I want to say before this month is over, of April. It had potential to break over 30 and above, and try out this inverse head and shoulders. And if it comes into fruition, then that's the case for DJT. All right. There's still a lot of news coming out about him. But you know what? Maybe they found a good price to get into. Who knows? That could be the potential. I'm looking out for potential calls for this, for me. But who knows? Looking very closely at it. But I think that is it. Oh no, actually, wait. Let me update this because I had the Fintel page here for DJT. But it seems like there's no shares available to borrow as of 11 hours ago. And the cost to borrow is actually increasing. So from the start at 159.87%, and the minimum, the max went up to 186.29% in cost to borrow fees. So that is something to watch here real closely. If this starts to go back up, we might have ourselves a little bit more action. Might see something crazy. Woo! Definitely. Let's see. Option chart. Everyone's waiting for Fngr to go boom boom. Fngr go boom boom. I think Fngr go boom boom. You know why I think Fngr can go boom boom? I think it can go boom boom like this. It go boom boom like that. I would love to see that. So options chart, $12 chart exchange, $12.50. Oh, $12 for what is that? Different max pains for GME? Mazelli? Looks like that's what it looks like. Huh. Options chart IO. Apparently, it says $12.50, which is expiring in 3 days for options. Yeah. Max pain $12. Wow. Wow. Let me see. Let's look at this one right here. Stop. Maximum pain. Apparently, the Let's see. Max pain as of 9:56. Oh no, stock price was 10.38. Max pain is 12. Okay, so it's more towards $12. Wow. Okay. All right, so it's 12. 12 to 12.50. 12 to 12.50. All right, chart exchange says 12.50. Apparently, it's 20. They just changed it around. What is this? I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's check out Gary. What is Gary doing? Where did we discuss Gary at? Because it looks like it's been going down with Bitcoin, and the markets are tanking as well. I never seen this before, but it might. I mean, it's the weekly is crossing under. It's red. And Gary could retest maybe this level here. Then you have this level right over here at 2 cents. Resistance at I want to see it here. So you need Gary to withhold above 2 cents. But it just really depends on what crypto is doing, because crypto is it's a little bit on the red side. So let's check out the daily. The daily, to me, it's still diverging bearishly. But the RSI seems to be just a little tad oversold. Let me see. If this comes down, we have a little death cross, which could lead to more downside potential. I never reviewed crypto like this. I really didn't. I don't know why. If we take a look at it from here on the 4-hour chart, you see there's a death cross there. There's still a bearish divergence here. If you look at the MACD for here, you can see it's trying to consolidate, but if this rejects, then we have a cross. We have it crossing under and then filling as well, trying to go back down to 2 cents and below. So this is my take on Gary. Again, I don't really know much about crypto like that, and Gary token. I know that you came onto this stream before and you mentioned it, but I mean the lowest from here is 2 cents. It looks like it had touched 2 cents here here before, around, I want to say, what was this? So last year of October to November to December, almost, yeah, November. Yeah, it looks like it was there before. So that's like the last level of support. And then from there, who knows if the whole cycle starts off again for Gary and then starts to come right back up and start retesting those levels. So I want to say 2 cents from there, see if it bottoms out, and then probably come back. All right, so it's actually 10 p.m. I'm gonna actually call it a night, y'all. I'm actually gonna call it a night. That's enough for me. My ass hurts. But I thank each and every one of you who joined in tonight. And I haven't had 15 people on the chat on the stream. I'm content. Pretty happy to see that. But wish that people can be able to engage and come and talk on chat. Just to get to know each other and see what's up. With your tickers, and if I'm discussing any of your tickers too as well. Feel free to join. All right. So again, thank you for showing love. Thank you to Mark R, Maddie, Matt Y, or Moisley, Mark Maddox, Barbara, Immortal, Phil Haynes, Y Crypto, the new viewers too as well. Thank you for joining in, stopping by. And yeah, hope to see you in the next stream. And last but not least, you already know. Thank you to my one and only Zellizen. Thank you for everything that you do. Appreciate you. Much love. Big hugs. Giant hugs to everybody else. You guys have a great night. Sleep well. See you in the next stream. And again, everything that was said in this stream was strictly my opinion, not financial advice. Do your own research. You're your own decision maker of your own money and your own investments. As long as you're properly hedged, you're safe in your investments. Again, thank you all for joining. Big hearts. I'll see you in the next stream. See what happens on Thursday and as the week closes on Friday. Let's see what happens to the markets then. Are we going to see the SPY drop below 500? Stay tuned on the next stream with yours truly, Lion of All Trades. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter too as well, handle Lion of All Trades. Check out Concrete Jungle City, which is my music channel too as well. It's on the description. Again, I will leave the timestamps for those tickers that I have mentioned tonight in the stream. In case if you missed it, you can click on the time and review what I have went over as well. So again, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And come by next time and show some love and engage with us. I would appreciate it. And you all have a great day, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. Stay blessed, stay safe, and again, much love. Take care, everybody. Hit that heart button.